So some of you, if you didn't hear the beginning of the show, which I don't know why you wouldn't have, I've on the tail end of bronchitis. They gave me a Z-Pack. They gave me Robitussin with codeine syrup. Delicious, scrumptious. It was yummy. The steroids. My God, I was hopped up on everything. And finally, I'm almost done with this nonsense that they call bronchitis. But I took Monday off. I was like, I never take sick days. I'm going to take a sick day.
Yeah.
And I'm going to rest because every time I'm sick, just as soon as I start feeling better, I start doing a bunch of stuff. And then it makes me feel like crap again. So I resisted the urge to go out in the backyard and rake leaves.
Okay, you had that urge.
I did. I still do because I've got the Leafinator 3000 that you put over your shoulder and you suck them all up and it mulches them up and it puts them in the bag and it's badass and I love it.
See, I don't know if you're kidding or not. Do you really have something?
I have that thing. Yeah. I bought it 2 years ago. I love it. Because our house, we get like so many leaves.
We have little leaves.
Yeah. And I talked to my leaf...
Did you get it at Home Despot?
Yeah. Okay. No, I talked to our yard guy.
How much is that?
$249.50. I don't know. I don't remember how much it was.
Send a kid out.
But I asked the yard guy. I said, I keep hearing, do you rake or do you not rake? And he says, you definitely should rake, or at the very least, mulch up the leaves and spread them out to where they become. Because if you leave them, they will smother the lawn.
Yeah, but that's bonus because then you don't have grass to cut the next year.
Yeah, then you got the wife nagging at you, wanting to plant grass seed again.
No.
Anywho. I took Monday off, okay? And I'm like, I'm going to stay on my ass in the recliner or in the bed all day long.
Okay.
Well, my sick day, it was ruined. One, by about 9 o'clock, I get a call from my wife, and she says that she got a call from the school saying that Cameron was absent. I'm like, no, he couldn't have been absent. And then I thought, well, you watched him get on the bus, didn't you?
Yeah.
And Libby's like, no, I thought you watched him get on the bus. Neither of us watched Cameron get on the bus.
Okay.
So now we're imagining, Cameron in Mexico putting Nikes together.
See, you went there. I'm going, is he in the attic of the school reading the never-ending story currently? Helping Atreyu with his shit.
Yeah. So... and I was almost back to sleep. I'm laying there in bed, just so comfortable. And I called the school and I said, I heard that my son was absent. That can't be right. So she checks. Sure enough, he's at school.
Okay.
His first class teacher accidentally
forgot what he looked like.
No, marked him absent instead of whoever was sitting next to. I don't know what.
Okay.
So now I'm awake.
Okay.
Because the whole, where's my kid? Kind of
ratchets up, gets the adrenaline going.
It gets you going. Yeah, it's like it's like great. I had to put on shoes, get pants, all that stuff. And
there's no milk cartons anymore. It's all the plastic.
It's all digital. It's all online. So there was that, and then I thought, okay, I'm awake. I'm going to watch a movie. Okay, I'm going to watch something that if I'm at the house by myself, I'm going to watch something that I've been wanting to watch that no one else has really wanted to watch.
Porky's.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen Porky's.
Boy, that's dates us. Jesus.
Okay,
Grandpa.
I decided to watch Licorice Pizza. Okay, Licorice Pizza was nominated for 4 or 5 Academy Awards, written by that guy who writes all those other movies that gets nominated for Academy Awards. Yeah. And it's starring Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, Cooper, and then
Cooper Hoffman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sean Penn is in it. Bradley Cooper is in it. The trailer for this movie looks great. Okay. And I thought, okay, this looks like good. God, this movie was just 2 hours and 15 minutes a waste of time.
I can tell you, it's called Licorice Pizza.
And I found out why it's called Licorice Pizza.
Watch The Expendables. Yeah. That's worth your time.
Yeah, well, I should have.
Yeah.
I gave up on the movie about an hour and 40 minutes into it because it's like nothing was going to happen.
What is it? Is it like it's a mafia? I hear Sean Penn. Is it like a mafia thing?
No. Cooper Hoffman is this 15-year-old guy who falls in love with this girl and she's 25. Okay. And it's like their relationship, which they can't really have a relationship because they've got a 10-year age difference.
Okay.
And then it's like she starts liking this one guy and he gets jealous. And then he starts liking this other girl and then she gets jealous.
Yeah.
But they're not going to date each other. So there's no point. And at one point in the movie, Cooper Hoffman starts up his own waterbed business. Where do they get the money for the business? Where do they get the money for the materials?
Well, the water's right there out.
Exactly. Where do they get the money for the truck to deliver it? for the advertising. None of it makes any sense. Bradley Cooper, who I think is one of the finest actors,
Bradley Cooper's a badass
on this planet, yes, is just horrible in it.
Okay,
and I finally just gave up on it. Okay, so I'm like, there's 2 hours wasted on that.
I want to come back to this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I thought, okay, I'll watch something else. I decided to watch Bill Burr's latest comedy special. Okay. Now, I love Bill Burr.
I do too.
This particular special, Bill Burr makes a lot of sense, but Bill Burr has done kind of what George Carlin did in his last 3 or 4 specials.
Yeah.
It's like, you're saying, and I agree with what you're talking about, and you're making a lot of sense, but I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah.
And then, like at the end of the special, it says written and performed by Bill Burr.
Okay.
Duh.
Yeah.
All you have to say is written by Bill Burr. I know he performed it. I just watched his ass up there for an hour and 10 minutes perform it.
We should have Dave Lay say written and performed by Mike and Darin at the end of every episode.
At the end of every episode, yeah. So, yeah, my sick day was ruined.
Oh,
absolutely ruined, yeah.
So, Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
So, way back in the day before we had kids, when Bess and I were allowed to go to movies without a kid, we had a program that we used. We'd watch we called it a Bessie movie and a Mikey movie.
Okay.
So we'd go see The Notebook, and then that means we get to go see 300.
Right.
And then we'd go see Licorice Pizza, and then that meant that we could go see The Expendables. We kind of had that thing going back and forth.
Exactly.
And I always felt a little bad when it was Mikey movie night, because I knew that she was just not having a good time. One of them was Miami Vice, the remake with what's his face and
Keenan Ivory Thompson.
Yeah, and
Martin
Fox.
Mull. Yeah. No, it wasn't Martin Mull.
I think it was Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was pretty.
And Michael Mann directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But not as good as it should have been.
Right.
Okay. And then when we saw 300, I felt really bad. You've seen 300.
I did.
300 is like, that is all brutality all the way through. I freaking love 300. But the entire time I'm thinking, Bess is miserable here. There's no way that she's going to like this. We get out of the movie. We're walking through the parking lot in dead silence. And I couldn't help it. I just said, what did you think of the thing? And she's like, she paused for a long time until we got to the car. And she's like, I liked the part of the movie where they pushed the wall of dead bodies on the other army.
Yeah.
And I was like, if we weren't already married,
Yeah.
I would marry you right now.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. But Licorice Pizza sounds like it would have been on the best side of things.
Yeah.
See, when I'm by myself, I watch...
It's like an artsy movie.
So, yeah, some of the best movies I've seen are the movies that I wouldn't normally watch.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay. When I would travel a lot on the plane, I would watch movies that I would never watch. And that's where I saw The Big Short, which is a great movie.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that.
Yeah.
So, I understand... Licorice Pizza, what brought you there? Was it Bradley Cooper and Sean Penn? Was that
the trailer? Really, they really did a great job with the trailer, and it looked just super interesting. It looked super artsy. I like independent films.
Yeah,
okay, I like going to the low budget independent films, and Sean Penn is in it, and Tom Waits, and Bradley Cooper, and like I said, they got some big stars in it, but it just hopped around and around and around, and then I just gave up on